Hey, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the native missed call text back feature that's built into our SMS app with a trigger in HighLevel. So what that means is it will work with our SMS app. You have to have that installed on the Android device. It does not work with WhatsApp on its own. It doesn't work with iMessage. It only works if you have the SMS app installed onto an Android device, okay? So you must have that set up first of all on Android, not for WhatsApp. Not for iMessage, unfortunately. It will work on a phone if you're using WhatsApp with SMS as a backup and you have the SMS app installed. Yes, it will work then, but it won't work on iMessage because it all works through our native Android app. So I'm just going to bring the device onto the screen here, and then you can see here, get that out of the way. So this is the phone that I've got the app installed on. And this is our app here. Okay, so you've got to have this installed on the device. So I'm just going to turn the phone off. Now there's nothing special that you need to set up on the phone. No buttons to tick, nothing to press on there. You just need to get the app installed. So I'll show you first of all how this works. So I'm just going to ring the phone quickly. So I'll just call that phone. Okay, so we can see that ringing, and I'll just hang up. I'll just drop the call on there. So we've dropped the call off of there, and then we'll give that a few seconds and we will see a missed call text go out from this device. Okay, now there's a short delay on here which you're always going to want just to make it look natural, and you can adjust that as you need in the workflow that we're going to provide you here. So we see here it says, hey Gary, so it knows the contact, so this is actually me, so it knows the contact, so I can address them by name. Sorry I missed your call, not able to talk at the minute, but I can text, how can I help? Gary, myCRMSIM. So basically it knows the contact if they're in your CRM, and then it will just sign that off from the user that they're assigned to. So this is me to me, that's why it's the same name. Now how this works, and you'll be able to download all of this, so this will be in our support center. So if you're in here, you should be in our support center. This is not in here at the moment because I'm making the video obviously, but there'll be a page in here, we're going to be linking to that, and you'll be able to download and install our snapshot, which is going to include this workflow here. So this is the workflow. So there's a missed call trigger, okay? So this trigger, this is a premium action, okay? So there is a small charge from HighLevel to run this, okay? But I think it's 1/10 of a cent. We have a deal in place currently, at the time of making this video anyway, where HighLevel have waived the fees on our premium actions, except for a very small 1/10 of a cent, which covers the cost, because there obviously is a cost of execution for these. So there's a missed call trigger, okay? And if you ever want to make this yourself or any other ones, I'll just show you quickly. If you do look for myCRMSIM, okay, then you can see we've got some triggers in here, custom triggers. So this is the missed call trigger here. All right, but again, you don't need to make this because this is our snapshot. So it will go through, we need to find the contact, so it's going to look for the contact first of all. And then if it finds the contact, it will go down this path, say contact is found. We'll put a note on there, so we'll say the name of the person tried to call, did not leave a voicemail. And we'll wait for a few seconds. So have this, it says 30 seconds here, I adjusted it for the demo to make it a little bit quicker, but you can adjust this, have it 5, 10, 15, 30 seconds so it looks natural. We want to have natural conversations with our people, and nobody's going to be able to text them absolutely instantaneously, but get back to them pretty quickly. And then we'll send them an SMS. Come on, HighLevel. All right, there we go. So hey, and then contact name, so we can address them by name because it found the contact. If the contact's in their CRM, then we know their name. Sorry I missed your call, not able to talk at the moment, but can text, how can I help you? And then the username, so who they're assigned to, and the location name. And then obviously you can adjust this to say whatever you would like. And then once it's done that, it will go to, and then it will wait 60 minutes to hold to avoid multiple triggers. If I just refresh that, then we will see me sitting in there waiting in that hold space there. There we go. So that's me because I just called it. So I'm sitting there waiting. The reason why we do that, we want to hold for an hour. Again, you can adjust this if you want, but some people might call and then they might call back again immediately. We don't want to send them the same text message again and again. Okay. So if we have them waiting here for 60 minutes, then once they go in there in the settings here, the allow re-entry is turned off. So when that's turned off, if they do call again, they just won't go through the workflow. So that will stop them from getting that message multiple times. Okay. Now, when it goes through, if it looks for the contact, if it can't find the contact, we'll say contact not found. We'll create the contact. Now we can only create the contact with their phone number. We don't have a name for them. We will put in a note for missed call. We'll wait a few seconds and then we'll send an SMS once HighLevel loads. So, hey, sorry I missed your call. And obviously we can't personalize it this time because we don't know their name because they're not in the CRM. So sorry I missed your call. No able to talk at the minute, but I can text. How can I help? Okay. So those are the ways that we can take that. And then again, this is just a huge update. We had workarounds for this before with IFTT. We had ways to filter messages that might get sent by your carrier if you had a missed call, matching on exact match text and so forth. But this now brings native missed call text back into your Android device, which is a huge update and an opportunity for you guys with your clients. So go and grab the snapshot, get this workflow here. Make sure you have the latest app installed, and that snapshot will be in here for you by the time you are watching this video.